What is one thing we all wear when we leave the house? Shoes. While some of us could care less about what's on our feet, I'm sure many others are quite the opposite. There really is nothing like that new shoe smell and then wearing your brand new shoes out the next day with your best outfit and feeling great about yourself. There are many shoemakers out there and everyone has their personal favorite, but one brand that sticks out is Jordan Brand. Many, if not all of us, know who Michael Jordan is and his greatness, and what comes with it is his timeless shoes. Even if you're not into shoes, I guarantee you've seen a pair of Jordans or even owned a pair. With all that being said, this is why Jordan Brand is the most iconic shoe brand ever. First off is the cultural impact of these shoes. They started off in 1985 when Nike released the Jordan 1, and in just the first 7 months of the release, not even a full year, it made Jordan Brand and Nike over $100 million, according to Steve Cameron of Business Insider, and has spawned 33 more Air Jordans, with 35 coming out next year. The most popular of these Jordans being the Retros. Jordan Retros are Jordans numbered 1 to 13 and are called that because they were made when Jordan was still playing and wearing these in his games, hence the name Retro. While everyone has their favorite, the most iconic Jordan model was the first, so I will show you a pair of Jordan 1s. So, this is a Jordan 1. So this is what the model looks like. The iconic toe with the holes for ventilation and the leather outing, and then the Jordan logo right up there. These are one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic and copied shoe models of all time. Still to this day, Jordans are a fashion statement, and Jordan Brand is still one of the biggest shoe companies, making $3.14 billion just last year, according to Forbes. Now that we know just how popular Jordans are, who made them? The original designer of the Air Jordan 1, which I just showed you, was Peter Seymour. And it was such a hit not only because of the design, but the quality of materials used on them. And while the Jordan 2 was not nearly as successful as the first and almost caused Jordan to go to Adidas because of the Jordan 2's unsuccess, that's a word, Nike brought in legendary shoe designer Tinker Hatfield for the third. Quoted from Steve Cameron of Business Insider, its Jordan 3's design became legendary. It pioneered the first ever mid-cut basketball sneaker, included elephant print overlays, and immortalized his airness in the Jumpman logo. And Tinker incorporated his Air Max technology into the sole. I believe that the air bubble in the third, it was on the same I believe that with the air bubble on the third iteration of the Air Jordan, it was on the same level as the Jordan 1, and in my opinion are the two biggest landmarks in the Jordan shoe brand. Now, I don't have a pair of Jordan 3s I can show you for an example, but I do have a pair of Jordan 4s which are similar, especially with the air bubble, so I'll show you what the air bubble looks like, which I'm also sure everybody has seen. So this is a pair of Jordan 4s, and this is what they mean by the air bubble right here. So the Air Jordan 3 and the Nike Air Maxes, which I also have a pair of here, which Tinker Hatfield also designed. These innovated with the air bubble there to show the cushion that went into them. So, why is Jordan Brand so legendary? I believe it is just such a captivating brand because of not only the man who they were made for, which is the second best basketball player of all time, but how pop culture took to them. Everyone wore Jordans and still to this day do, with Jordan even doing numerous collabs with different brands or performers such as Travis Scott. Or even if you look behind me, this poster of Playboi Carti, I don't know if you can see, but this was a cover of his album, and those are Air Jordan 1s. Whether it was Jordan's wearing his shoes back in the day while being fined $5,000 every game for the colors that he had on his original Air Jordan 1s, wearing them in Space Jam, or recent events such as Robert Downey Jr. wearing a pair on the red carpet, Jordans are a staple of not only shoe culture, but pop culture, fashion culture, music culture, and many others. All in all, Jordans are still some of the best-selling shoes and remain relevant 35 years after the first release of the Air Jordan 1s in 1985. Whether it be the groundbreaking Jordan 1s, revolutionary 3s, or any other of the beloved shoes under Jordan, all of this culminates to in what I believe is the most iconic shoe line of all time. Thank you.